grow
perfect.
faster. So I'm like having to shave almost every day if I want to keep it clean shaven. And I'm like
Yeah.
being very close. So that we're just thinking, do I just try and see what it looks like? But I've
Forget.
no, no.
I just leave this because I'm just too lazy. So we're just gonna let it. We're letting it rock.
This is let it rock.
I'm getting it shaped tomorrow. I've never gotten it like professionally like
Like
trimmed. So
yeah,
I'm,
like
I'm
shaped
gonna
up
see
and
what
whatnot.
happens like if we shape it like how a beard's supposed to be. And if I hate it, then I'll just cut it. And I just paid for it for no reason.
There you go.
Okay. Well, we're
Okay,
back.
good
Everyone
job.
can be heard now.
The producer did his
Oh my
job. Let's
God. I
go.
Yep.
put way too much nuts in this.
So, and again, here we are.
Red to the bottom, and I'm putting nuts in my mouth.
Okay. Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Boost Over Ball podcast. To listeners new and old, hello and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning
Hey,
in.
I'm
From
the bottom.
Kyle, K Cube in the top left, in the top right we have Red, and in the bottom we have Quilli. And on today's episode, we're diving straight into the OCE Tiebreaker match. Our thoughts and analysis before diving into some of the controversy surrounding Superlachie's tweet on whether scheduling an event at 8 a.m. Eastern. Match prioritizes broadcasting viewership over player performance. Then we'll talk about the LCQs for EU, for SAM, MENA, and NA. We know our top 6 teams, so we will crown a champion this weekend. We'll find out whether teams like BS Plus Competition, Foot, Gen.G, R8, or others can be stopped, or if there's a dark horse waiting in the wings. Finally, we'll close out with a fun crossover experiment, building an ultimate 11-player soccer or football roster made up of entirely currently active Rocket League pros. And then we will end off the show with Quilli's Movie Club and our weekly Quilli question. So this is going to be fun for me to edit since we didn't talk, or some people partially talked for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. But nevertheless, let's talk about the OCE Tiebreaker match. And so it's been dubbed the match. It's an OCE tiebreaker between Wildcard and Power, and it will take place at 10 p.m. Australian Standard Time, which is 2 p.m. Central European Standard Time, and that's 8 a.m. Eastern. So the match will be broadcasted on the RLCS main stream, and the winner will get qualification into the Esports World Cup through automatic qualification from RLCS standings and the World Championship. So an absolute banger of a match, very, very important for team standings, for trips, for playing the rest of the season, really. So first and foremost, before we get into Superlachie's tweet, what are your guys' thoughts on the match, and do you like the single round best of 7 format for this?
Yeah, I mean, it's like for the previous tiebreakers we had. It's just this one has a lot more weight to it, purely just because of the region. We talked about it last week, but there was, I think, what was the number I said? It was at least 100K minimum, 100K plus that you will potentially earn just by winning this series. Arguably the biggest best of 7 for these players' season, as we will hear about Superlachie's tweet. So I love it. I love that the main broadcast is picking up to stream it and whatnot. But as we see, there is some issues arising with this broadcast.
Quilli, what do you think about the format and the match itself?
Wait, what's the format?
It's just a single series best of 7 winner.
Yeah, that's how all tiebreakers are. It's gonna be a little bit weird just to like prep for one singular series and that's it. It's kind of like a little bit funny, a little bit silly, but I mean it's kind of the only way you could do it. It's not like they could do like a Rainbow Six Siege where they could do a best of in the middle of it. Imagine they had a best of 3 of best of 7s.
They Rocket League used to do that.
It has done that before.
That was the bracket resets back in the day. That was
yeah.
This would be straight up. You got to win 2 best of 7s. That would be a lot of Rocket League, especially if they did do that at 10 p.m. That would be, if it goes to
that would be rough.
3 game 7s, dude. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't think 10 p.m. is too terribly late, but I would understand being upset having to wait till 10 p.m. to play a single series. But fortunately, small market, you ain't got much wiggle room. You kind of got to deal with it if you want to be on the mainstream, but I don't know if they care that much about being on the mainstream as opposed to just playing the series.
So that's as good a segue as anything that we can come up with. But Superlachie tweeted, "Appreciate the biggest one-game series of my team's year being done at 10 p.m. Really appreciate all you do for our region. Rocket League viewership greater than players is major respect. Keep it up." So, I mean that obviously it's a little bit of sarcasm there. He does not seem too happy about this, right? And it kind of begs the bigger question, right? So like a lot of major events, the time change that they make the players play at very odd hours for viewership purposes, like the Esports World Cup, the Paris Major, anything that happens in EU, because they're trying to bring in as much NA broadcast as possible with that as well. So for that reason, it's still tough, right? Just the massive time change there is going to be difficult no matter what, right? So like people on the West Coast in the US, if they want to watch, that's at 5 a.m. Right? If we want to watch, that's 8 a.m. We got to wake up and watch that. But it's like I understand like why they do it, but like it begs the bigger question, like if this is the only series all season that's been at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. for them, why are they doing this now? Why not make the normal broadcast for them this late, right? So that they can be on the main broadcast more than just a tiebreaker match.
Yeah, I think it also begs the question though, like this esports scene is very very young, right? And I would wager that a majority of the RLCS pro player base is gaming probably at 10 p.m. at night. I'll be real. Now, let's say Oceania. This is a weird situation because these are some of the probably the oldest rosters in the pro scene in Oceania. Funnily enough, like the combined age of both of these teams is probably very much above average than most. So I can see where the complaints are there. But I mean, I don't know the way Superlachie's putting it, it's like they're asking them to play at like 1 a.m. It's 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. Like I will say I could understand it a little bit because it's Sunday. A 10 p.m. on a Sunday, people got. I don't think these guys have jobs on the outside of Rocket League, assuming that they're at the top level for Oceania. But 10 p.m. Sunday, you want to get some sleep. I understand it. If it was a Saturday, I'd be like, oh, suck it up. But I get the point. I just feel like it's a little blown out of the water because at the end of the day, RLCS is a business, so like they gotta make money. So I don't know. I like just do what you need to do to prep. It's 10 p.m. It's not 1 a.m. I'm sure we can figure it out.
I mean, it's interesting because like would they have preferred 10 a.m.?
It's like, do you want like a midday? You want a late afternoon? Like, what are we doing?
Because if it's 10, I mean, you're gonna miss out on some of the viewership regardless of what time it is, based on just because of where they are in the world, right? Because at 10 a.m., a 10 a.m. stream is gonna be 2 a.m. for Europe, but it's gonna be 8 p.m. for East Coast, 5 p.m. for West Coast in the U.S. So, and that time slot is probably taken up by NA, RLCS, LCQ. So like there's levels to it. So maybe this is just when they could fit it in, when it would work best for everybody. But like I can see where he's coming from. That it's like kind of wild. Like if all season all their matches were at noon or whatever, I'm making it up. If they were at noon and then all of a sudden this one's 10 hours later, it's only one series, but still it's vastly different, right? I mean, professional athletes in general and esports players too are a little bit ritualistic. They like to do a certain thing. They have their warm-up routine and they have all that stuff. So if you're used to waking up in the morning, getting out of bed, having some food, and then just jumping on the game and starting to get ready for the day, but now you have to spend the whole day doing something different, I could see how it would be different. But then the LAN events are also a little bit different for that purpose as well. So like I see where he's coming from. I think it's a little bit potentially blown out of proportion, but again, I can sympathize with them a little bit because it's drastically different from what they normally do.
I did want to look just to see like what time range these guys usually play at on a standard championship Sunday. Your championship Sunday matchups for oceanic regions appear to start at 2 p.m. Eastern our time, and the grand final starts at 6 p.m. Eastern our time. So what would that time conversion be?
So
EST to AST.
Guessing they just
AEST.
didn't want.
AEST.
So they just did it so it didn't conflict with LCQs.
Probably, but also because they want to pull viewership for OCE.
Yeah, but if they did 2 p.m. our time, then like that's a perfectly normal time for it to be. But that's probably when the EU LCQ is going to be going on.
I don't think it's 2 p.m. What 2 p.m. What is the letter abbreviation after it? Red.
EDT.
Oh yeah, no, that's East. That's their time zone. That's not our time zone. We're
No,
EST.
no, EST is EDT. They're converting it to it's EST is the old moniker for it.
I think you're being a silly goose. I
Which,
accuse thee of silly gooseness.
If this is the case, these guys are used to playing. No way they make them play that early.
No, they don't make them. They don't make them play it because most of the time when I've woken up and seen stuff, it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. for like APAC and OCE. Generally
Yeah,
speaking, at least.
CJCJ goes live at 2 a.m.
2 a.m. So okay, so they would normally, if that's the case, then they're normally playing around the like 4 to 8 p.m. range. Which
Yeah,
then that I feel like that still makes the point more about. So why are we complaining about 10? Like if you're in grands, you're lasting until like you're going till 9, at the very least. Like it's another hour. Like I don't know.
I mean, it's another hour when it ends. That's starting at 10.
6 a.m. 0600 is 6
So it is a
a.m.
2-hour difference.
is when the grand finals started.
Our 6 a.m. or their 6
Our 6 a.m. Our 6 a.m.
Okay, so 7 p.m. So okay, that makes it a little better. Then it's a 3-hour difference from when your grand finals would differently start. So okay, there's some merit, but I mean, I don't know. Like
At the end of the day, it's for your season, and like he's still gonna play, right? He's like, look,
yeah,
I'm still gonna like we're still doing it, right? But like,
yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
I mean,
Imagine telling the org
1,000 is online.
that's too late.
Imagine telling your org, yeah, we're not playing it. I'm not doing it.
It's past my bedtime. Sorry.
I wake up for my job tomorrow, which is this.
Oh well.
I will say that also a part of it is the OCE fans themselves also will have to be staying up till 10 to start watching a series for their local region. And again, it being
That's
Sunday
fair.
at 10 p.m., they also will have to be waking up. So like older people that have to wake up, I don't know if they're in school during the summer, how their school system works.
It's winter there for them right now.
Is it?
They're opposite on the southern hemisphere. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. You want to turn this into a weather? What's the meteorology lesson?
we are firmly approaching my professional wheelhouse here.
Oh God.
True that. But
quick pivot before I say something that I know.
Nerd.
So like the local people are fans of the region. Also, will have to be accommodating to this time, so it is also a little bit unfair to them. So it's not just affecting the players and their play and their mental. It's also the OCE region as a whole. So to be fair, in Superlachie's defense, they are very much prioritizing viewership over the players and the region as a whole.
Yeah.
10 p.m. start time is pretty late. That's what time you start getting ready at that point. Like that's like an all day affair. Like
you probably get some scrims in the morning. You probably take a break. You probably do a VOD review, and then you probably are getting your warmies in, and then playing the match.
That is a long day of Rocket League.
I think I'm used to the rematch schedule. Our tourneys at minimum last until like 11:30 at night. At minimum. So like 10's nothing. I'm like, we're done by 10? This is great.
They're starting at 10. So, and again, both teams might use their timeouts. You might have some tech difficulties or something. So I figure it's probably finishing up around 11:30.
Hey, I mean, I'm sure Power Wildcard, they got some energy drink sponsors, right? I'm sure they got something. Perfect brand deal time.
Power just has Lachlan just screaming at him. Comes into the room and screams at him.
Wake up!
You see someone's eyes start dropping, he just comes in and started screaming.
But but nevertheless, we talked about it a little bit last time, but we got to do it again, right? Red, who do you have? Power or wild card?
I mean, give me power in 7. Give me game 7 OT. We're talking cinema.
Okay.
2 minutes at least OT.
Quilly?
I want power to win,
Yep.
but I will take wild card to win in
Oh.
6.
In 6.
Lightning
I'm
bolt.
prefacing,
Give me power.
I want power to win. There's nothing I want more than to see Fiber at Worlds. There is nothing, but instead of this is purely a sacrifice of the caster curse.
I
We'll take
appreciate it.
wild card. We will take the veterans and their all their knowledge and leadership that they've got, or all their experience over the years. They've been knighted.
Yeah.
They've been baguetted. They got
We saw well that went for the last time.
Edited.
yeah.
They made it top 6. What do you mean?
Fiber falls on stage. Wildcard gets knighted on stage. There's levels to it.
But with that, I think it's time to talk about some LCQ. We'll start out in EU. We've talked about this a lot last week. We're gonna kind of go through this a little bit quicker because I think the majority of the episode is gonna be our starting 11 with active Rocket League players. That's gonna be wild. But so for EU, we have our 2 matches to take us into top 4, and that is Magnolia versus No Balls Just Chase and Triple Pop versus Volare, and they have Mate Itapa playing the winner of Magnolia No Balls Just Chase, and KDOP Corp playing the winner of Triple Pop Volare. Is there a team that sticks out to you, Quilli, that you think is just gonna take it? Like who do you have? Who's your favorite out of these 6?
I mean, my favorite is Magnolia, just purely because I just want to see Rise do great things. Like in the Big 26, Rise had a long year. He's been playing with Gen.G. He's been going through the carousel of players. It's been a wild ride for him. So for his sake, I'm hoping they take it. So yeah, I mean, obviously, KDOP Core is going to be giving them a good run for their money at the very least. So it will be tricky there because it's set up for them to hopefully be facing in the grand finals. But anything can happen with all these random teams, because some of these teams you don't really have good scouting reports on them because like they're Frankenstein rosters of just bubble players. So it's like good luck deciding how to game plan for all of them. And also, I think I say it's any given Sunday. All you gotta do is just score more than your opponent. It doesn't matter what their name could be Zen. It doesn't matter. If you score more than them, you're going on.
Fair. Red, what do you think?
Let's see here. I think the team I personally will be rooting for, I don't think this is the team I think is going to win it, but I'm going to be rooting for them, is Volare, just because of their ties to the rematch scene as well. They've kind of been this roster that came out of nowhere and are in a top 6 now for the LCQ.
That team is Crispy, Tox, and Growly. For people that
they've been looking pretty solid. Beating VSK in 7. But realistically, I think the team that I have to go with to win this whole thing easily has to be KDOP Corp. They have been there. They have done that. It is time for KDOP Corp to come back, and also the fact that it just would be so fun again to have KDOP Corp and Carmine Corp on LAN. So give me KDOP Corp.
Fair. I mean, realistically, I think Quilli, I think you guys are both onto something here. I think it's KDOP Corp, I think it's Magnolia, and I think, a third one for me, unfortunately, is Mate Itapa, and that's AJG, Dorito, and Atomic. All 3 players that have been on LAN, that have been there, done that. Although AJG in a different region, he missed an open net so bad he had to transfer over the ocean to Europe and has not been able to make his LAN reappearance with that. So I don't think it's going to be a pushover game for Magnolia in the semis, but I do think it's Magnolia and KDOP Corp versus the world. And unfortunately, while I would love to see Rise on LAN, I think that KDOP Corp is going to take it. I think that Joyo and LCQ Radosin have this in the bag. It's just his time, It's just Radosin's
Mhm.
favorite time of year.
Please give me a Radosin versus NIP. Is that the next org on the chopping block for Radosin? Right?
Yep.
NIP.
Yep.
Give me that matchup, please. Please, Rocket League.
Or Bobby
Please.
Jr.
Yeah. So, because I mean, it's like, you know how like they always joke like, oh, Michael Bublé's defrosting or Mariah Carey's defrosting in time for Christmas for, you know,
Mhm.
the songs to top the charts again. Radosin's just sitting in someone's got him in the freezer and they just pulled him out and he's defrosting. You know, he'll be fully defrosted on Sunday when it's his time to shine, or Saturday. It's his time to shine. So, is there anything else that you guys wanted to mention about EU LCQ before we move over to Sam? Okay. In Sam, we have Fofachos versus Plot Twist, Big Odes versus Disaster Class, with BS Plus competition getting the winner of Fofachos and Plot Twist, and Nova Drift getting the winner of Big Odes and Disaster Class. I'll switch it up a little bit here. For me, it's the two semifinalist teams. It's BS Plus competition and Nova Drift that are going to be the ones that will make the grand final. But I just have BS Plus competition here, right? It's the only it's the biggest names. It's the most notable players in Sam that aren't already at the tournament, and I don't see realistically any other team challenging them for that. Red?
Yeah, I mean it's realistically BS Plus competition's LCQ to lose. They are the heavy favorites for this spot. I don't see them losing at all. I think crowd favorite for the podcast at least is going to be Plot Twist though. Obviously with the Canadian making his way down south in Sosa, but realistically this is BS Plus competition all the way. Give me BS Plus we'll go in 5 to
Ooh, the
whoever they
gentleman's
face.
Quilly?
I think we're setting up for grand finals and the semifinals between Plot Twist and BS Plus competition. Because as we've talked about, the Plot Twist competition, while it obviously is it's got no KV1 on it. It has Mata, who was part of the Dream Run on Team Secret. If memory does serve correctly. They have Royalis, who is, I believe, an unk of the game. No, he's 21. He's not an unk. But they also have Sosa, the NA import. So a proven talent in the NA region, obviously. I mean, if we're depending on who's listening, I mean, I'm sure there's some European viewers, our listeners out there that think Sam's probably better than NA, but I think the NA ability brings something different. Maybe it'll bring a little bit more calm to the quick and fast-paced storm that the Sam region usually brings. So I think that semifinals competition, assuming Plot Twist wins their lowers round, our first round, or technically second round, but it'll be first round of the weekend. But if they win that and go against PS Plus competition, I think that will be the grand finals essentially.
Fair enough.
And PS Plus competition will probably come out on top, but I would not be shocked if Plot Twist somehow pulled it out.
Stranger things have certainly happened in Sam. Yeah.
KV1's already going to Worlds. He doesn't need to try.
True. The double competition there.
Yeah, just giving himself more work.
Yeah. But moving over into MENA, and we have DOS versus Clean and NMT versus Sayreen, with Stallions taking the winner of DOS and Clean, and R8 Esports taking the winner of NMT and Sayreen. To me, it kind of seems like a 2-horse race between Stallions and R8, although DOS and Clean are both very good teams. I've been told by our resident MENA expert, that DOS can certainly be dangerous. So I think that Stallions will have to, certainly be weary of them if DOS are able to make it out of their quarterfinal matchup. But ultimately, I think that the LAN experience from R8 will come into play here. I think that they'll have a little bit more ice in their veins. They hopefully will have learned from last time getting reverse swept and not being able to finish off their series to make it out of their group. I think they've learned their lesson, and I like R8 coming out of MENA, but I think it's going to be between Stallions and R8. Quilli, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fair to say. I think we've been saying that ever since the beginning. It's just pretty much between those two as the top dogs. Do like Stallions, obviously the TRK relative that we keep bringing up. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun matchup, assuming all goes to plan. And It's another one of those. This one will luckily be a grand finals in the grand finals if they match up. So hopefully it will be peak cinema. Because if we get the EU matchup that we're looking for and the MENA matchup we're looking for, and they're pretty equal, they're both I think pretty equally matched up. So I think it's going to be a great series all the way for so far all three regions. If the three matchups I've talked about come to fruition.
Fair. Red, thoughts?
Yeah, getting very much similar to the Oceanic Tiebreaker vibes here for I think what will be a grand final matchups of R8 versus Stallions. I think it goes to 7 very easily here. Both teams have faced each other multiple times and have been constantly just kind of fighting each other for that last spot in MENA. So this should be an absolute bloodbath of a match back and forth. Um, but realistically, I got to go with R8. I think they still will learn from their mistakes in the past on LAN, and I think they are very much chomping at the bit to get back on the international scene.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean they were power ranked so high by almost everybody heading into the major, and they did not live up to expectations. Right, like they just crashed and burned in a way that I don't think anybody really expected them to. So, I will be interested to see where everyone power ranks them, us included, heading into the event if they are to make it. But nevertheless, I think it's going to be a very, very, very intriguing watch as that happens in 2 days, right on Thursday, I believe. So,
Correct. MENA is
and
the
then,
first one.
yeah, MENA, Sam, NAEU.
Yep, MENA, Sam, NA, Oceania, LCQ, or
Yeah,
Oceania
tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker, then
Yep,
EU.
yep, fair enough. But nevertheless, last but certainly not least, and certainly not near airport, the copium continues even though Monkey Moon will win Worlds again. We've been saying it since the beginning, but that is NA. And in our top 6, we have Dignitas versus Fortnite Flick and XJM versus M80, with Gen.G awaiting the winner of Dignitas and Fortnite Flick, and Foot awaiting the winner of XJM and M80. Red, I'll let you go first on this one. What are your thoughts about our top 6, and who do you like coming out of the region?
I mean, this is very much, I think, a case of one of these teams is not like the other. Fortnite Flick making it to top 6 probably wasn't in a lot of people's brackets for this. Although they do have some decently notable names on here. Notable, more so not necessarily in the mechanical competition department, but maybe more so the content department. If those of you don't understand who I'm referring to, that's Flitz. Um, However, I mean, they backed up by Gyro and Andy, a fantastic trio, making it to top 6 there. Definitely kind of the sleeper team, along with XJM, who have had a very promising performance so far going to this top 6. But realistically, it is a battle of the top dogs. It is a battle of the teams that we all expected, Gen.G versus Foot. While I do appreciate M80's performance right now, especially with Dig, Appjack starting to finally get some performance back with his. I'm gonna say
Because he's back in
his,
NA.
Yeah, back in NA, back with his old sweetheart in Dignitas. I mean, he's been off and on this org for 3 separate times now at this point. Um, but realistically, it's Gen.G or Foot, and let's just say this Foot is in the door. Foot in 6.
Fair. Quilly, who do you like in this one? And will our favorite and the OG Grape make an appearance in this event?
I mean, the grape will be there. He, no matter what, will physically be there. Will he play like grape? That is completely up to the grape himself. Whether Cheese wants to uh, go with the wine or go with the cheese, that's up to him. That depends. Um, but yeah, I think we got some fun matchups. I think it's so weird to like think or to like pick at these, but definitely a lot more orgs in this bracket. So there's a good chance we get a 4. The top 4 is 4 orged teams, which will be a lot more fun, or a lot more interesting because I feel like there's a lot more on the line. Literally contracts on the line. But yeah, I think it's It's really a toss-up between, I think, all of these, because I feel like all of these teams are possible of being on complete fire or on complete dog shit, and there's no in between. So it's hard to pick who I think is going to win the whole thing, but honestly, give me New Life. Give me M80. M80 is winning the whole thing.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I can't say that I expected that.
See right there? New Life. Life's
Yep,
on the
I see
roster.
what you did. Yep, Life Mac Panda. Yep, I see what you did. Red, do you disagree with that one?
Yeah. I mean, MA's been playing good, but we're taught they have to play Foot next, assuming they beat XJM. And this Foot roster has looked utterly unstoppable so far.
I've
in
also
this
seen them look
LCQ.
utterly dog shit with their grape on defense. Any given Sunday, man. Any given Sunday. We just watched a team of 16-year-olds dethrone the Falcons position and going to a LAN. This has no team at the caliber of the Falcons. This has no team at the caliber of Twisted Minds. And it's a completely, I feel like these 6 teams, it's all up in the air. Maybe not for a Fortnite flick, but
this is the same Foot roster that went toe to toe in the group of death and almost made it out of the group of death.
Their toes got cut off at the end.
What? They went toe to toe with K-Corp, who
they don't have toes
mind
anymore.
Would
they
go
lost.
on to win the freaking major.
And guess what? When the lights were their brightest, what happened?
And you think M80's gonna do better?
His lights, yeah, they got nothing. They got no pressure against them. These are the young kids going against the OGs of the game. All the pressure in the world is on the Unks to not lose here. We got Justin, who literally might be in his last season. Chronic, who's been bounced around because he couldn't handle playing with LJ and FK. And then we got Cheese, who sucks on defense. He's awful. He does not rotate to save his life. He sits at midfield like a free safety and doesn't go back. So if that man does not rotate on defense, I think Mech and Life, they're offensive demons. They have the mechs, and I think they're gonna do some work. Life and but
there's a third member of that M80 roster that we're talking about. That
Panda.
What's he do?
Exists. Gives veteran leadership.
Veteran
leadership.
Veteran leadership.
What
veteran?
He's gonna hold down the defense. He's 21. He's been around the game for a while.
What has he done?
He's existed. What has Cheese done? What has Cheese done?
Made lands. The Gen.G
made lands.
Run.
He's been carried.
So hold on. Before we continue, his lack of defense may prove to be an asset in our next segment, though. He could be a good striker. Just saying.
Just saying. Cheese is exotic if he wasn't ever put on a good roster.
I don't see that.
I'm gonna just read I'm gonna read some of these names real quick, and you let me know when you have heard of any of these rosters. All right, 445, Red Crown Esports, Young Whippersnappers.
Yep,
I heard that one.
Okay, so we got one. Spate Esports, Wubtub Pub.
Yep,
I heard that one.
Schnitzel House.
Yep. Heard that one.
Okay, Seal.
Yeah.
Next to New.
Yep.
Heard that one. Next to New gave team fits in the last set of opens. And the entire season, Next to New has been giving team fits. Have they been winning? No, but they've been giving fits, which is exactly what Foot's been doing. According to you, it's what Foot's been doing.
They lost the game.
They lost the game.
Sunday,
thanks, Red.
Any given Sunday, the future is now, old man. Justin's being sent to the retirement home.
Except they're playing on Saturday. They're playing on Saturday.
It's Saturday, not Sunday.
It's just a saying. It's any given Sunday.
Okay.
It's a phrase.
Well, explain First Killer. Checkmate.
One kickoff lane. I think the kickoff lane championship was on a Saturday, so that is the other thing.
Checkmate. The point made.
What? Hey, we can't compare the worst Sunday performer of all time to whatever.
So it does matter. So the day does matter.
No,
it's not just the same.
The map matters too.
What?
It's not specifically Sunday. It's just any given Sunday. It's reference from football because all football is played on Sunday. It's any given Sunday.
playing
Football
college
team's
football?
playing. It's just a figure of speech from football.
We're playing
It's any given
soccer.
Sunday.
Also, Oof in chat said why first
We're
killer
taking
kitten
the-
strays.
We're taking the word. This
He's
show,
not even
this show's
playing
just
in this
dedicated
event.
to hating. This show's dedicated to no matter what hating first killer.
It's not
And
my fault
exotic.
that when we think
And
of-
exotic,
when
because
we
he
think of
started the
poor
whole
results.
conversation.
That's just
Hey,
me. I just hate
All,
exotic.
all I'm saying, it's not our fault. So when we think of poor results, you think of first killer. It's not our fault.
Hey,
But I will say,
so if I have an irrational hate and Quilly has an irrational hate, then Red, where's yours at?
you guys are both first killer haters. I don't know. You guys are.
I don't. I'm not like irrational hate. I'm more of like
No,
there's
yeah.
just no results.
Yeah,
Irrational hate.
and maybe not irrational. Maybe
This-
because Quilly, I know
Well,
why he doesn't like
we'll
exotic.
think about it. We'll think about it because
But he's a fraud.
I don't know if there's anyone that I truly despise.
I don't think there's
like,
anybody we
I
truly
could put
despise either.
I could maybe
Exotic.
put Monkey Moon on there.
What do you mean?
Purely,
Who's we? Who's we?
I could purely put Monkey Moon on there just because of what he's done to the team I've rooted for every time. However, he's a good player. He played a very similar style to Rocket League that I wanted to play when I was playing the game. So I can't hate on him. So it's like I gotta think on it. I gotta find out who I irrationally hate, who for no
It's like
reason
hating
just
on
absolutely
modern day
despise.
LeBron. It's like hating on LeBron. You're just doing it just to
Yeah.
be different. If you're hating on Monkey
Yeah.
Moon.
But what is a Monkey Moon third Worlds win gonna do to Exotic's legacy?
Hopefully a damper. Hopefully that like takes some sail out of the winds.
Some
Because
sail-
that's
some
two
sail out of the
worlds
winds.
champion. That's two worlds wins without exotic. So that
Now, okay,
will,
here's the question: what's gonna mean more, a third title for Monkey Moon or a title for MENA?
Yes.
MENA, because
But-
Monkey Moon's
but we're
already in
talking-
GOAT debates for two worlds.
But it's Monkey Moon NA too, so like there's a lot of writing on a
No,
lot of
it's not that-
story lines writing
I'm
on
now
this.
realizing if Monkey Moon wins, MENA wins.
Yeah.
Correct.
Honestly,
I'm now
if
processing that
NA's
part.
if NA's not gonna win an event in NA just because that's how it works, that might be best case scenario.
MENA winning, MENA Moon
Uh,
winning.
Because
I mean, okay.
it's not EU and it's Monkey Moon who's already announced he's retiring. Unless they bring back Dickie's Part 4, then he's going LCQ and winning the whole thing again.
Don't put that in the air.
Yeah.
Don't give
So,
don't give Booster
also,
or Blast
we
any
were-
ideas.
we were talking about this in the Discord, like when Oof and I were trying to set up the audio stuff. Apparently I didn't do it quite right because it messed up the entire first part of the episode. Nevertheless, here we are. I've been to all of the worlds in the past 3 NA worlds,
Mhm.
including the one coming up.
Mhm.
I've only been to Fort Worth.
Same.
I've
Yeah. Wait. Same. Yeah.
I've only been to one world.
The only worlds I've been to are Fort Worth. That's insane.
Same.
Huzzah.
I'm
Good old
I'm gonna be 3
Dickies.
for 3. This is ridiculous.
Dude, I swear to God, if Monkey Moon comes in and wins at Dickie's again, I'm calling a priest. We're getting that stadium exercised. I swear to God, there's a curse. There's something wrong with that arena.
We're all gonna have
If
to
he
buy
wins,
Dickies pants
if he
and burn
wins,
them in
I'm gonna-
ceremonial fashion.
I'm going to take the biggest victory lap of all time because I've said that since the beginning.
Oh man.
As soon as we found out, I was
Like-
like, well, Monkey Moon's winning. I don't know.
This whole
Dude,
season's
like-
a wash. It's all just dedicated to Monkey Moon.
Like I generally think because if Monkey
It's
Moon
like the-
wins,
the
it actually
Kobe
gonna
farewell
take so much
tour.
away from. It's gonna take so much away from Mina's first ever world championship just because it has Monkey Moon on it.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna start the story
But-
the headline. Mina can't win a world
Did
without Monkey Moon in a buff.
did Turbo
Monkey Moon
World
Buff.
Championships affect the NA Championships?
No, but I think that was a different storyline. Because Turbo
Really?
won it anywhere. He won anywhere. It didn't matter. Monkey Moon's only won at Dickie's.
They were also saying like at
No,
the
he
end, they were
won- he's
also
won a
they're like
major.
Turbo's a
One major
fraud.
one.
Like
Well,
he's not.
won majors, but he's only won worlds at Dickie's.
we can't be using the caveat of it being at Dickie's actually gives him superpowers.
We can if it's
You
3
can't tell me that it
times.
doesn't. If it happens a
It's
third
not
time, you
just
can't
like
tell me
some
that it doesn't.
Super Saiyan ability.
The
It's
first,
just
the first time is a coincidence. The second time's weird. The third time, there's something wrong.
It's like if I had a nickel for every time it happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. If it happens a third time, you just gotta throw that shit out the window. Something's wrong.
I'm
so
scared.
fucking scared right now.
Literally.
Oh man, here we are. So back to what we were talking about in the beginning. Red's got foot, Quilli's got M80. I also have foot. I think that they were just a leg above the rest. We were giving them their flowers in spades for making the double roster change. We did not think it was a good move at the time. It has turned out to be a very good one, especially if they're able to win this event. However, I do think that Gen.G looked pretty good, and Quilli, like you said earlier, Appjack 5-up Bora is not the kind of roster that's going to win you an event. And so I think it's between Foot and Gen.G, and I got Foot winning.
And M80.
They're there. They're one of the 6.
Any given Saturday. Is that what you want me to say? You want me to specify the day, Red? Do I need to specify it's any given Saturday?
They will make a top 4 for sure. I think M80 is almost a locked for top 4.
Oh yeah, I agree.
That is Expert, Juice, and Monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, they ain't winning it. Give me M80 all the way. M80's winning the whole thing. Moment too big. Piss run down their leg. Foot's
I like
losing.
how you had to consider the XJM matchup, but you think they're just gonna go right through Foot.
I thought about it.
It's a momentum-based esport. What can I say?
Exactly.
Oh,
Guess who's gonna have momentum?
Oh my days!
My life,
Okay.
my life, duh.
Before this descends into more chaos, let's talk about our Rocket League current players starting 11 all-time team. We are not considering regions here. We are just picking who we think objectively would be best. And I don't have a pick, but I have something that can't happen, and Rise can't play goalie because he breaks his hand.
Fair.
So
I do have a suggestion for a pick. And
Okay.
I have a suggestion for keeper already too.
For defense, I'm looking at a Tao. The big boy, the tall guy.
I was gonna say midfield for
think
Tao,
he would-
but
Wait, are we starting this now?
yeah,
We're that
Oh.
section.
Are we? All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going off the height, my suggestion for goalie was Oski.
Yes, it was.
That was gonna be my
that-
suggestion too. Yep.
Yeah,
I do think. I
agree.
do
Big
think.
Oscar.
I think a Tao is a little bit more nimble physically, so I do think maybe he
Yes.
should be in goal, and maybe Oski should be a CB.
I'm trying to think. Is a Tao really that much of a string bean?
He's just thin. You don't really need to be bulky to be in net. You need to be bulky to box out someone.
True.
pushing the
Like
box.
I'm thinking like true true center back, the guy that's winning the headers on a cross in. I mean, he's not skinny, but like he's got some build to him. But
Isn't
I
Jory
think,
is
I
really
think you
tall
could I think you could flip Atto or Oski pretty easily between the two.
I think looking, I just don't
Ooh,
think
you know what?
Oski's
I feel like
as
I
nimble.
got
think he just
I feel like
belongs there.
I gotta look at nationalities too, because I feel like that's gonna matter when it comes to natural football talent.
I was gonna put. It's gonna be a very French heavy.
Well, right now we're listing a Pole and a Belgium or a Belgian, so we're doing good so far. But
Okay,
no, looking
also-
at it though, I think Oscar as the defender with Atto and net, I think is actually better. No, I look at it. I think I
Okay.
agree with you, Quilli.
So I
What
got
happened? A Tao in net.
A Tao
Oski
net
CB?
with Oski CV.
okay.
Better
I will-
question. What formation are we doing?
Oh God, wait. I mean,
Are we
you go.
gonna go
You go
standard
We're
for-
going
4-4-2?
four. We're going four
Yeah,
in the
I
back.
feel standard 4-4-2. I feel like standard
Standard
4-4-2.
4-4-2.
game. Unless
my-
we find someone that we think is gonna be a god tier striker, we just we give them the Holland treatment. and just
My
put
kind of
Russell Westbrook
original
on them.
thought was maybe you put Oski at striker because he's so tall. Because he's
He's
like
too slow. He's too slow.
I don't think he's got the speed.
I don't imagine all
Fair.
that height's
He's-
moving quick.
fair.
You want that
Um,
height in your box to defend.
Haram
What?
ball 119. Oh
Yo.
God.
But also another person to put to the shadow realm. Daniel cannot be on this team.
No,
Agreed.
You know,
Okay, cool.
Daniel
I
could be
was-
the ball. Daniel could be the ball.
Daniel, sick at Rocket League, amazing at video games, not athletic. I've seen him play ping pong. I've seen him play basketball. It's bad, real bad.
You know who
Super
I think
nice,
would
super
randomly
nice
be good?
kid. What?
I think Banana Head would be a good left back. I don't know why. Something about the Aussie in him. He just seems like he's got grit.
I could buy
He's gonna
that.
bite
Fair.
knees.
See, dude, I was gonna say the same thing for Vatira because I think Vatira would be a bruiser. He's the guy that's throwing elbows.
I feel like he'd be a CDM.
Yeah, I was like, I think Vatira would be a good like. He's the guy. He's the one throwing low elbows when you're
Yeah.
getting a cross in.
I think he could be good on offense and defense. I think he's a two-way player.
We
I
play
agree.
we
I
play in a
agree.
diamond, or we just throw in we just do in straight across. Because we could. I'm happy putting Vatira at just center mid.
I think. Well, yeah, I was thinking about it because if we're doing 4-4-2, I mean, he could be like a. I think. I mean, you do left or right.
It's a
center mid, it doesn't really
4-4-2.
matter.
Then there's really no difference.
Yeah,
They're all
it's
the
just
same.
center mid.
Perfect.
Just center mid's fine. Yeah,
Perfect.
he can
And
be left or right. I mean, what is he? Is he left-handed or right-handed? Because I'm assuming that would mean whatever foot he is. But
Should we classify KBM players as lefty and controller players as righty?
so what? How many KBM players you can actually put?
There's
on
like
this roster?
2. Oh, speaking of, this is now reminding me. All right, so from KBM, I went to the Sam because Sam has the only KBM player. Lost as a striker. I feel like Lost.
Little Brazilian.
Oh,
little
wait. No,
Brazilian.
all right. Visually, he has to be great at soccer. Seiko has to be a striker. I feel like Seiko has to be nasty at soccer.
Isn't Seiko like short, like incredibly short
Yeah.
though?
Yeah.
A wing? Is he our Lionel Messi?
I feel like I don't think he can be the striker, but he can.
That
maybe
little
be a winger.
Frenchie looks like a soccer player.
I agree, but like I don't think he's a striker. I could see him be a wing.
I'm good.
Seiko.
I'm good with the right mid Seiko.
All right.
Right mid or right wing?
Right wing.
Yes.
I think right wing. Yeah, I think
Okay.
right wing.
Okay.
Because we're gonna have him flying up and down the side. I think he's gonna be very similar
Okay.
to like
I'm good
a
with
Messi
that.
role.
I'm good.
Also, if it's any consolation, he's literally on Manchester City.
This is
True.
true. This is
Okay.
true.
He's gonna get
This is good coaching.
Erling Haaland aura from that.
Okay. So we definitely do need. Someone
Sam
from
players
Sam. We
in
need
there,
some
right?
Brazilians in there. I also, hear me out, Kofer. Mexican. I feel like he's got to be okay.
Demo god on the field. It's good. He's gonna be a demo guy. He's gonna get us a red card 2 minutes in. He's gonna slide tackle someone's
I mean-
ACL off.
Oski Kofer center backs. Who's getting through there?
Do we want Kofer as a center back? No, I was thinking like center back. I was thinking maybe like a beast mode.
I think Kofer's a
He's
passive
built.
human being outside of soccer. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair.
Because we want our center backs to be taller guys. Like we want them to be like you're above average height, a little bigger build.
Banana Head's
I like-
quite.
you know
is
what?
definitely above
A Banana
soccer.
Head could be up there.
We are also sleeping.
But-
Archie's got to be on this team, and Rise has to be on this team somewhere. I think.
Oh, true. Archie loves soccer. Archie does not stop tweeting about soccer.
true.
He has to be on this.
True. Yeah.
I think
Who is,
Archie's got to be a center mid.
Wait.
I think,
Yeah, I was like, I think Archie easily could be a center.
honestly, I think
Yeah.
he could be a striker. I honestly think he could be a striker for us.
Let's look at Archie's build.
Well, he just likes to facilitate
Ooh.
everything so much.
True. He is a facilitator though. That is true.
All right, we're comparing car soccer.
No, it's very accurate. That is.
Are they
Honestly,
flip resetting
very,
on the field?
No, but like
No.
your play style is very.
I mean-
it's very much like how you personally like to play. Like that is very accurate.
Rise did win the penalty shootout against his friend. Just saying. Even though he broke his hand, he did make the save, but he did win.
Does that mean we put Rise at striker?
Could be.
I'd be okay with that.
I could be okay with that. One of the strikers, Rise. I think we Archie at center mid's good. I think Archie at center mid is good.
Yeah.
We need someone fast. We need a fast left winger. At this
I do.
point.
I will circle back to Lost as our Sam representative.
I think so too.
Lost
I'd be super
He's
happy
got-
with the Lost.
Yeah, I could be happy with that. Where are we putting his at the wing for the
Yep.
for
Yeah.
loss left wing?
Yep.
Two short kings on our wings.
All right,
Lost.
so we
You know
need-
what?
so we need
ours.
Banana
need a
Head's gonna be
striker?
Banana Head's gonna be a wing back. We're playing wing backs. We're going crazy. Everyone's
That's not a
still-
4-4-2. We're going buck wild now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, wait a minute.
Now we're in a 3-4 3-1-2.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're getting crazy. We're going like 2-5, 2-6, 2. Yeah, we're doing something crazy.
So we still need we filled out our midfield. We need another striker. We need a center back, and we need a right back.
Okay, who are the
Do
older?
we think TRK can kick a soccer ball?
I mean, of the MENA region, like height wise, you would want TRK out of all of them. Do we think he?
Do we think Monkey Moon could play center back?
That's like
That's another
like,
tall.
yeah, that's another tall.
Hold
He's pretty
up.
built. He's pretty
You know
built.
who would? You know who? We didn't talk about coach. I think Farrah should be our team coach.
Oh, easily.
Yep.
Easily.
Done.
Easily Farrakey coach.
That man, watching that man walk around Raleigh, the Raleigh arena, dude, he looked like he belonged.
Especially with a shaved head too. That's
he doesn't have a shaved head.
Well, no,
that's extra.
Sorry, I was thinking
So
extra.
here I have two suggestions to put forth here. Right? One of the twins, Oof said they can ball, but I'm saying like think about like you can have a smaller outside like back who's gonna run the flank and get some crosses in.
He's gonna run the corners. And,
yep.
Yeah.
And then
do
second,
like a right back.
What about a Kevin?
I was gonna say Sphinx as a striker.
Perfect.
I was
that
thinking
just
Sphinx
seems
as
like
a striker.
I'd be okay with that.
I'm down for a Sphinx.
We're getting region inclusion.
Okay, we need some NA here now at this point.
Or we do catalysm because by God, is that going to be one hell of a header?
That is true. That is very true.
No, you know what? We're going subs, catalysm.
What, like how many subs do you? You 5 subs, right? 5 subs.
Yeah.
In a match?
So
really moving the goalposts right now.
Yeah, Caleb is a sub. I feel like I still think like beast mode or like a Monkey Moon as a center back is a shout here at this point.
Yeah,
I think Zen might work as a right back. Zen as a right back.
Zen?
Yeah, he's French. I don't know, just like in his DNA.
I feel like Zen would be more of a winger.
Our wingers positions are a little bit taken. All right, so then what if we
Zen can come off the bench?
As like a sub winger.
I was gonna say, what if we circle back to Vatira dropping back to defense, then we put Zen at CM.
So put what, Vatira as a right back?
Yeah.
No, he's saying with or center back with Oscar.
Either or. We're all the same.
Yeah. Well, I feel like where are we putting NA here? I feel like we gotta have some NA.
NA sucks at soccer. We've gone over this.
We're better than the Australians.
True.
Right, we an NA right back. We'll get an NA right back, and then we'll figure out if we're throwing Zen in here.
I'm trying to
First
think
killer's
of
tall.
Like
just as long as the games aren't on a Sunday.
Beast mode.
Do they play soccer games on Sunday? Is that usually when it is?
Trying to think of some other athletic like North Americans. God, let me just go.
You know who's athletic? Wavy. That man jumps on his bed.
Wavy actually might not be a bad shout.
His defense is elite.
So, I think he'd be a good sub. I think that's a good sub for defense. I
think you're right there.
Yes, I agree. I'm down for that.
Wavy's
I feel like we need sub. I feel like we need one North American starter at least.
You know who is tall? Who is tall? That would work. Talk.
What's Talk's build? Talk
was like 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, he's a big boy. Talk is a big boy. He could be the center back.
I'm good with that. I'm good with a Talk center back.
We're getting full height back there. We're getting nothing but height.
We are turning into England at this point for our back line.
Yep. So now the only
right back we put Tim Reese.
So the only position we have left is right back. Do we take a MENA representative? Do we take a twin? Or are we gonna go?
Do we move a Tira back and then put like a TRK at center mid?
I think according to
or do we keep
or do
we put a twin at center mid?
One of the twins are good, so I think honestly the twins might be good. Honestly, I think putting Ruash at a right back might not be a bad idea.
I like that. His defense is elite. He's quick. He'll be servicing the balls into the box there. So then we have on the bench so far, we have Catalysm, the
All right,
aerial
we need
specialist.
GK sub. We need a GK sub. Gotta have
Yep.
a GK sub.
Yep. We got Catalysm,
Who else we
Wavy
putting back
Zen.
there? Do we put like a beast mode GK?
I could.
FK? No, FK. We have FK. Yeah, FK. F. Do you do FK?
I'd say, I was gonna say Chronic because he's tall, but he won't jump for anything.
God, he just had to get the shot in there too on Chronic. Okay. I'd be good with an FK goalie.
Oh, Oof brings up a good sub as well. Radosin. That was a
Radosin
very-
goalie. It's got to be goalie Radosin.
goalie Rado.
Radosin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rado sub. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Anyway,
Our last.
I think one more North American. I think we go North American here. I think So what we got? We have multiple offensive subs and then a midfield sub. I think we need a defensive sub here.
Yeah.
Someone that's going to be a
I think
center
it's
back
got
or a right
mode.
back.
I think it's got to be mode.
I think we go mode. I'm down for a
Say
mode.
Atomic, honestly. High IQ player, knows where to be.
Also part Hispanic.
Yeah, and there's no ghost touches in real soccer, allegedly.
Damn. You go with Atomic?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. So our coach, Farah, on our starting 11 is Atau in goal, Oski and Talk as center backs, Banana Head left back, Rawas right back, Vatira and Archie at center mid, right wing, Seiko, left wing, Lost. Strikers are Rise and Sphinx. And on the bench, we got Catalysm, Wavy, Zen, Radosin, and Atomic. So that was a fantastic segment. Please let us know what you think or what your starting 11 would look like. But
give us the next sport.
Oh yeah.
Give us some ideas.
Maybe basketball we'll have to do next. A lot. They like the basketball at Dickies, but
we could do honestly for basketball since there's only 5 players. We could just do a draft against each other.
That could be interesting. Okay, I'll put it on the content list idea. But for this week, Quilli, you got a Quilli movie club or a question for us? Or both?
I mean, Quilli movie club. As you guys know, I said it was the Odyssey coming out this last weekend, and holy aura, dude! If how do you say that guy's name? I'm a Meganon.
Agamemnon.
That guy. Yeah. Holy freaking aura! That's pretty much the only takeaway from the movie. That dude. I looked at my girlfriend. I said, I'm wearing that at our wedding, because his fit in war is absolutely insane. But being for real, the Odyssey. What a picture! Was it 3 hours? Yes. Did it feel like 3 hours? Yes. By God, was that a long movie? But every single second of it started out a little slow. Took a little bit to get there, but once it got going, by God, were my eyes glued to it. It was an insane picture. Christopher Nolan, what a man! What a talent! What an artist! Everything that man does is just pure poetry, with the exception of Tenet, because what the hell was that? But at the Odyssey, it was mythical. It was whimsical. It was insane. It was crazy. There was nothing that compared to it. I think I gave it a 4.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. I think it have that second place for the year because Obsession was just such a great movie. The movie itself was just insane. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out because it's truly a generational moment. I saw it in Dolby Vision. Let me tell you, the bigger speakers they have there, I could feel it in my skull. I could feel the vibration in my skull. The bass was going crazy, dude. That was insane. My girlfriend by the end of it had a pounding headache because, well, we were like right in dead center of the theater, so like literally being pounded from every angle. I shouldn't be allowed out of the house. But my God, the speakers were going crazy. The screen was huge. It was insane. It was such an amazing experience. Also, we went to Philly, so we went to Del Rossi's, one of the cheesesteak places. Michelin grade cheesesteak, by the way. God tier. But yeah, what an epic of a movie. Everything up until the third act was insane. The story itself was beautiful. It just the amount of things they were able to pull off visually. It really just kept you on the edge of your seat, and you really didn't know what's coming next. And the nerves, and if you once you know, if you know, you know. When you get to the magic scene, holy crap! When you hear the word pig, you'll know what I'm talking about. And that was just a horror scene of itself. I mean, same with the Cyclops. I mean, they were just scenes that were just insane to visually have to see and like imagine being in that. I could not. Yeah, I gave it 4.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. I didn't give it a review because there's no words that could do that movie justice. It was insane. So if you haven't seen it, go appreciate cinema. And for the movie club this week, I'm actually planning on seeing 3 movies this week. We'll be seeing hopefully Evil Dead Burn, The Invite, and then I had to do one for my girlfriend. I believe the movie's called Hades Town. It's a musical.
That was good. I saw the musical.
She wants to go see the movie, and I'm a good boyfriend. I've dragged her to enough silly movies for me.
It's pretty entertaining. I think that you will enjoy it. It's similar vein to like the Odyssey a little bit. I mean, it's not. I'm not comparing it to that, but like mythology based, like that. Like
that's what she taught. She actually said that too. She said it's quite comparable to the Odyssey in terms of the content,
subject matter. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. Hopefully, be able to knock out all 3 movies. But with that, the Quilli question we are now moving on to. If there was a dream Lego set you could have, what would it be?
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't know why they would ever do it because it would be way too niche. But like, I think having a Lego set of one of the Red Wings old hockey arena would be sick. I spent a lot of my childhood going to games there. A lot of very fond memories there of them winning things. And they're trash now, so that'd be fun. That's my pick.
For me, I'm actually going with one that they're currently working on making, and part of it is because my wife is the La Sagrada Familia. They are currently releasing. I think it's later this year, maybe. It is 12,060 pieces.
Yeah.
Also, the price tag is up there,
significant.
but that is one Lego set that I know my wife would really love, and I think would be awesome to build, and it just looks fantastic. I mean, if you've seen some of the images for it, it is actually insane.
Quilly?
Mine would be like literally anything from Attack on Titan. Like just like the Mega Titan. Why the giant Titan?
Colossal Titan.
Dude, it literally was escaping me what the name of it was. I don't know why. My casual showing, but the Colossal Titan as like a figure that you could just like put on a shelf would be freaking insane. That or the Attack Titan, like literally any of the Titans in huge Lego form would be nuts to just like have propped up on a shelf. That would be sick as hell.
Hell yeah. Well, with that, I think that's a good a place as any to wrap for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Huge shout out to Alyssa B and all of our other Patreon supporters for keeping the lights on. For those watching live on Twitch or streaming later, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, share the show, tell a friend, help us level up. Want to join our community but don't know how? Jump into our Discord or follow us on social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok. If you want to rep the show or grab some gear or check out our jersey or get a cool flag like we have in the background, check out our website at boostoverball.com. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, remember to choose Boost over Ball. See ya.